Hello everyone. Let's discuss enterprise life cycle and growth strategies. Just as a human beings pass through different stages from birth to death, similarly, new and a small business enterprise also pass through certain stages in their life. This is called enterprise life cycle. Enterprise life cycle is broadly classified into 5 stages, and these 5 stages are startup, introduction stage, growth stage, expansion stage, maturity stage, and decline stage. Even though it is not always necessary to follow these classical paths, most enterprises show enough evidence of having passed through more or less similar phases during their growth stages. Each stage has a distinct characteristic as enterprise develop and grow in course of time. The strategies required to effectively cope with each stage also vary. This calls for a proper understanding of each stage to enable entrepreneurs to adopt the right strategies for growth. First stage is introduction stage. The introduction stage starts when the new product is first launched. Therefore, this stage is also known as startup stage. Introduction stage takes time. Production takes place in a limited scale. Sale is apt to be slow, and that too limited to a small area. The enterprise is not faced with any type of competition during this stage. In this stage, as compared to other stages, profits are negative or low because of the low sales and high distribution and promotion expenses. Even profits may not be earned during the startup stage. The main concern of entrepreneur in this stage is to try to get more and more customers for the product. Therefore, more and more money is spent in promotional activities like sales, promotion, and advertising. Also, much money is required to attract distribution or distributor to one's product and build inventories. Promotional measures are designed especially to inform the prospective consumers of the new product and influence them to get ready to try it. The product is being launched, hence no concern is shown on the refinement of the product. The entrepreneur lays more focus on those buyers who are the most ready to buy the product. Since well begun is considered half success, an entrepreneur should therefore launch his enterprise with great consideration and concern. He should realize that the initial strategy is just the first step in grander marketing plans for products' entire life cycle. Position of an enterprise in this introduction stage. If the entrepreneur chooses its launch strategy to make money overnight, he or she is likely to sacrifice long-run revenue for the sake of short-term gain. The entrepreneur also needs to design different marketing strategies at different stages of product life cycle. Next is growth strategy. For introduction stage, the marketing strategy at the introduction stage is characterized as try my product. No push sales are restored to as it may be unsafe in this stage. Example, free sampling like sachet. Second stage of enterprise life cycle is growth stage. If the new product satisfies the market, then the product enters into the next stage, that is called growth stage. During this stage, the enterprise is known to and accepted by the market. The early adopters keep continuing to buy the product, and the prospective buyers start following their lead, especially if they hear favorable word of mouth from the existing buyers. As a result, production increases and sales start climbing quickly, but supply falls far short of demand for the product produced by the entrepreneur. More production provides the benefit of economies of scale by reducing per unit cost of the product. As a result, profit increases. Position of the business in the growth stage. Attracted by the opportunities for profit, the new competitors enter the market. In order to survive and thrive in the competitive market, the competitors will introduce the product with new features. This will lead to market expansion and increase in the number of distribution outlets. Sales jumps almost with the same price where it was or falls slightly. Promotional expenses remain almost at the same level or slightly at higher level. Educating the market remains still a major goal. Now, growth strategy for the growth stage. The entrepreneur at this stage tries to change its business strategy. He says, buy my product to try my product. However, the entrepreneur uses several strategies in this stage. By following above strategies, the entrepreneur can capture a dominant position in the product market and earns the maximum profit. For example, by improving product quality, by adding new product features and models, by shifting advertising focus from building product awareness to building product conviction and purchase. Next is expansion stage. Delegation of authority ensures during the expansion stage. Entrepreneur needs to able to accept leadership roles quite different from their founding roles. One such role requires leadership vision evidenced through a higher level of aggressiveness. Companies in expansion stage identify other markets that are easy to reach. Companies investigating potential markets then take stock of their capabilities and assets. These may include new or existing products with an appeal in untapped areas. They take note of the new customers. Then they can engage them with a specific brand message. Position of the enterprise in the expansion stage. Companies finance their initiatives and also accept the risk of financial disappointments. Even the most well-developed market expansion strategies do not guarantee success, but success leads to increased sales and a boom for the financial future of those companies. This is the stage in which the entrepreneur makes effort to expand his/her business by way of opening its branches and introducing new product lines. Next, the enterprise is transformed from a single line enterprise operating in a limited market to a multi-line company penetrating new markets with new products and services. Product and service lines are broadened through the innovation and development. Business activities at this stage are diversified to reap the maximum benefits from the business opportunities available in the market. Now, growth strategies for expansion stage. Summarizing strategy. First one is summarizing strategy. The entrepreneur puts into writing the reason for expansion. New customers are identified during this process. Second is financing initiative. Here it is determined the mode of financing the initiative. Forecasting the cost is done at this stage of expansion. That means itemizing all the resources that are required. Then calculations are done to ascertain as to how long it will take for the venture to be profitable. Next, expanding into new channels. Even the best products for the new target market cannot be sold until the right channels are identified. These can also be called as market entry options in professional parlance. Next is engaging new audience. Market expansion strategy should include marketing component. This should focus on engaging new customers. It should reflect both the channels through which customers will engage. Next, growing the brand. Data is collected on your new customers, then their core motivations and repeated actions are identified. Other potential customers are identified in that market by looking for the same habits, who are then encouraged to share the brand. They can connect with people who share their motivations and behaviors. Next, increasing sales of existing products. At this point, the goal is to penetrate the market, not immediately drive up revenue. Entrepreneurs want the product to be accessible to new customers. Develop a strategy that benefits the target customers. It should be at minimal cost of them. These strategies include special events with customers' value, generous sales with short lifespans, referral discounts or benefits, contests and giveaways with valuable prizes. Next one is introducing new products. Entrepreneurs in this stage wishes to invest new product development as part of the market expansion strategy. This opens new revenue opportunities that can drive business to success. If executed poorly, it can end in a costly disaster following a long and tedious process. Next is establishing a foundation. Now that the entrepreneur gains a foothold in the new market, groundwork is laid for escalation. Now, our next stage is maturity stage. At some point of product life cycle, the product sales starts slowing down, mainly due to increasing competition. As a result, profit tend to decline. Such such a stage is called maturity stage. Maturity stage normally lasts longer than the previous stages. As such, majority of enterprises are found in maturity stage. In such stage, marginal enterprise which find difficult to withstand the competition start dropping out and finally leave the market. Different enterprises adopt different marketing strategies to overcome the challenges posed by maturity stages. Some enterprises adopt methods such as trading in to survive for some more time in the market. Enterprise can try to redesign their marketing mix improving. They can improve sales by changing some elements of marketing mix. They can also slash down the price of their products to attract new customers, competitors, and customers. They can develop and launch a better advertising campaign or use aggressive sales promotions like trade deals and contests. The enterprise can also move into larger market channels by way of using mass merchandise if these channels are growing. Finally, the enterprise can offer new or improved services to the buyers compared to what the competitors have been offering. Now, position of the business in this stage. Enterprise try to evolve to meet changing consumer needs. Entrepreneurs modifies the market, product and marketing mix. The enterprise try to increase the consumption of the current product. Entrepreneurs improve the product quality, durability, reliability, and appearance. Now, growth strategy for the maturity. First one, expanding customer base. One broad marketing objective is to capture new customers who are yet to use the product or brand, either by entering new market or geographics or by enticing a competitor's customers to become one's own. Regarding specific strategies, the aim is to focus on the cash cows. New marketing messages, new distribution channels, and new advertising campaigns can help to reach the late adopter and encourage brand switching. Next is increasing the usage rate. Increasing the usage rate means trying to get the current customer base to use the product more often, thus increasing sales. The most common tactic here is to discover new use for the product and convince customers to use the same products in a different ways. Aggressive sales, promotions and price discount features heavily in this strategy to encourage higher consumption. Next is investing in research and development. This is another way to further expand the business to invest more in research and development. This involves developing new products and continuously improving the existing products, technologies, and operations. These strategies can give a competitive edge and increase the reach. Next one is pricing to beat the competition. During the maturity phase, sales for a particular product will flatline and then decline after reaching a saturation point. Businesses are facing increased price competition from new market entrants, and customers are unlikely to pay top prices for the same old product anymore. Alternatively, price could be raised. Higher prices alongside a marketing campaign to stress the brand's benefit and superiority can reposition the product as high-end. Last one that is not mentioned here in the slide, that is modifying the product. Modifying the product is a tried and tested way for companies to boost the sales of mature products. Modifying the product means revamping it to meet changing customer needs. It can be done by improving the product's quality, features, durability, reliability, versatility, and safety, or by updating the product's name, packaging, and style. Now, next stage is decline stage. This is the last stage. Decline stage is the final stage and last stage of product life cycle of an enterprise. At this stage, the enterprise finds it difficult to survive either due to gradual replacement of an enterprise product or due to some new innovation on account of change in customer behavior. The sale of the most of the products abruptly fall and brands eventuality. The decline may be slow and may continue for many years. Sales may decline for more than one reason like technological advances, shifts in consumer taste, increased competition. It can be any of the reasons. Thus, carrying on a weak products is a big is the biggest cost. Besides, keeping weak products also delays the replacement of the products, creates lopsided product mix, impedance upon the current profits, weakness the enterprise foothold to stand in the market in future. It is not necessary that all products will pass through the above life cycle stages and remain for the same period at each stage. It is found that most of the enterprise dissolve in the initial stages of the first and second stage. So, next is position of the enterprise in decline stage. Enterprise start in occurring losses at an increasing rate. In such situations, some entrepreneurs prefer to withdraw from the market and close their shutters. This is characterized as a decline stage. Some remaining entrepreneurs may initiate pruning their product offerings. They may also opt for cut in promotional measures and reduce the prices of their products to remain in the market. There may be entrepreneurs who decide to maintain their product brands without change in the hope that some of the competitors will leave the market. The most of the entrepreneurs drop the products reached to their weak position, that is decline in sale. These may include too much of management time, frequent price and inventory adjustments, more attention to sales promotion, and most importantly, a product's falling reputation can cause customer concern about the enterprise and its offering. Growth strategy for the decline stage: by reducing promotional expenditure on the products, by reducing the number of distribution outlets that sell them, by implementing price cuts to get the customer to buy the product, by finding another or alternative use for the product, by maintaining the product and wait for competitors to withdraw from the market first, by harvesting the product or service before discontinuing it. So these are the different stages of the enterprise life cycle. Now, there is an example of Samsung. Samsung strategy at startup stage. Samsung took very low prices of their product. They identified the market. They give free complimentary devices. In the growth stage, Samsung adds some new features. They add promotional expenses. They conduct market and industry research. They set some growth goals. Strategy of Samsung at expansion level. They diversified the product line. They widespread the market. They increase the channel distribution. They have also done technology enhancement. So these are the stages of Samsung. So this way we have covered the life cycle of the enterprises. Thank you.